my YouTube channel Vocavita English, and in today's video we are going to talk about conversation starters. What are conversation starters? Many a times we are stuck in a situation where we are new to the place and to the people, but we want to start a conversation. We cannot just go up to anyone and start talking. We need a plan for that. We need some thoughts for that, some ideas to start talking. How or what words or what phrases you should use to start a conversation at a new place with new people in different situations. Today, that is the point in question. So let's start. First thing, tell me about you. Yes, this is a phrase we use when we are speaking to someone whom we only partially know. We don't know them nicely, but we want to know them and we want to know more about their likes or dislikes, their hobbies or their family. Yes? So we can ask a question, tell me about you. And that could be the starter, the killer starter of your conversation. And one leads to another. The conversation will be filled with ideas and you will have many things to talk about. Another thing or another way to start a conversation when you are at a place is, what's your story? Yes. So if you find anyone and here the story does not mean the whole story with the character and plots. But what's your story means what's your problem. Yes? What's your story? What's your problem? What is going on in your mind? Or why are you here? All these questions can be framed properly in this one phrase when you ask, what's your story? So what's your story can be your phrase for conversation next time when you meet anyone and you want to know what's going on in their mind. Another conversation starter can be, what personal passion project are you working on right now? Yes. Now this is something given in a very polished form and structure. But you must have seen, you must have heard about people talking about what are you working on right now. Generally or in a very common term, it can be asked like, what are you doing these days? Or are you working on any project? So when you are talking about any project, any task, any mission that is going on right now, you can frame it properly and ask a question, what personal passion project? What personal passion project are you working on right now? Yes, what is the project that you're working on right now? Instead of asking it simply, you can frame it in a polished manner. That's going to sound very nice and it's going to have a very good impression on the listener. The next way of conversing or starting a conversation will be, working on anything exciting lately? It's a question. Are you working on anything exciting lately? Yes, instead of asking the same boring question, are you working on something? You are very busy nowadays. Instead of that, you can ask another way, that is, working on anything interesting lately. Lately means recently. Are you working on anything interesting? That is when you want to know what the other person is occupied in. Where is he busy nowadays? So instead of taunting, instead of complaining, you are simply asking in a very positive manner, on a very positive note, what is keeping you up or where are you busy? Same thing can be framed properly as, working on anything interesting lately. Recently you are not able to give time. So are you busy in something interesting, more interesting than talking to me? Another way of starting a conversation is, how do you know the host? Suppose you are at a ceremony, any concert or any function. Most of the people there are strangers. You don't know many people. Obviously, you know the host who has invited you. So, the one thing, when the host obviously is not available all the time for your conversation, so you will be conversing with the other guest. Those guests might not be well acquainted with you. How are you going to start talking to them? Yes, with a common reference of the host. I know the host and maybe those guests, they know the host. So this could be a very easy and very convenient starter for all of you. You can start your conversation by talking about the host. How do you know the host? And they are going to tell their story, how they know the host, and then you can share yours, how you know the host, and if you can find any common link, and then you can add more statements to add more interesting stories, and build up a friendship there. Now, the next conversation starter is, have you been to an event like this before? Again, if you are witnessing an event and you find that in that event the people are too many, there's a lot of crowd there, many strangers, you'll find new faces everywhere, and you want to just start talking to someone because you cannot find one familiar face with whom you can share how you're feeling. So obviously you have to ask the other person how they are feeling first. They are going to share their feelings and then only you can emit your feelings. How? By asking this question or by this conversation starter as, have you been to this event before or such an event before? Have you witnessed such an event before? Have you gone to any such event, and what is so interesting about the event? And an expected reply can be that yes, I have been to such events and these events are like this. It's very crowded and it's entertaining also, and they have lot of facilities and anything. And you can also share if you have been to any event, or maybe the expected outcome or expected answer from the stranger can be that I have never been to such an event. And you can also share that yes, this is the first time for me also, and since we both are strangers, it is a common link to get engaged into a mutual relationship or a friendship. Yes, so you have to find common links when you're stuck in a place where you need to talk and vent out your feelings. Moving to the next set. Another conversation starter can be, what was the highlight of your day or week, if we are talking about a day or a week. Instead of asking the same boring question to your friends or to a newly made friend, how was your day? You can just ask to your parents also who are abroad, to your brothers or sisters whom you talk only once, maybe in a week, maybe in a day, just for a few seconds you talk because they are very busy studying or they are for business out. So whatever few minutes you have, you just want to have an outline of how was the day. Instead of asking how was your day, you can ask what can be or what was the highlight of the day. Highlight of the day means what was interesting all throughout the day, or overall how the day, anything, any experience you had, anything that made you very happy. Friend in need is a friend indeed. That means it won't be fair if you're going to ask your friend only about the thing that made her happy. You have to ask her what made her depressed also. So our next question is directed to that. What was the high point or low point of your day so far? Your friend has faced some difficulty, she is in some pain, she's depressed due to any reason, maybe because of low marks, maybe because she got scolded in front of the class, maybe she had any bad experience personally. You want to comfort her and scold her. So a soothing and comforting question can be, what was the high point and low point of your day so far? So far, what made you happy and what made you sad? So can friends be sharing happiness also and sorrow also? Here, high point means something that made you happy and low point something that made you sad. Not only will this question strike a worry, that means you are concerned. It shows that you are actually worried and concerned for your friend. You want to know whether she's alright or not. And secondly, high point and low point shows that you are actually a true friend, and they at the end of the day can analyze through this question what was good and what was bad. So if there was anything good, they can improve it. If there was anything bad, they can take it as a lesson and take it as a challenge and improve it further, or just work on the obstacles that come on the way. The next conversation starter can be, is this a busy time for you? Being busy is actually a copyright of all the bosses and owners and authorities. If you have really a problem, you're stuck at something and you really need an opinion, advice, suggestion, or any course of action suggested by the owners, by the bosses, and you need their help and advice, it is not possible that they are to your service all the time. They are at a senior position and it becomes very hard for them to take out time for these silly questions of yours. So a very polite question that you can ask your bosses to be, is this a busy time for you? And they let you know that whether they can spare some time to solve your query or not. Is this a busy time for you? Can we talk? Yes, can we talk is a very common question that we most of the time ask. Can we talk? But that does not sound very good. Now we know another interesting way of saying can we talk now, busy or free. It's better to frame it properly and then ask, is this a busy time for you? And they let you know that whether they can spare few minutes to listen to your query. Coming to the last conversation starter, that is, what a beautiful, cool, ugly, bizarre venue, and have you been here before? Suppose you go to a place, suppose you go for a picnic where you find other families also. Maybe it's a student parent picnic and you are with your kids are busy playing with their friends, but you are getting bored. You catch hold of another parent, you catch hold of another father or mother and talk about the place. Some will agree that the place is beautiful, some will agree that the place it is bizarre or is it cool. So the simple conversation starter can be, what a place it is, what a beautiful place. Have you been to this place before? Let's talk about the place and start a conversation. And this is how we can exchange ideas. I hope this video was relevant for you and you have used all the 10 points effectively. Now next time whenever you're going to strike a conversation with anyone, please see that you keep all these 10 phrases in your mind for effective conversation with strangers in unfamiliar places. So keep learning. Thank you for watching.